couple weeks since I've actually sat down and spoken to a camera, and I thought I would get one done before the quarter ends, before we get into April. New month, new quarter. So right now it is Monday, the 27th of March. So better late than never, getting in a Q1 end of the quarter kind of video. And I'm gonna talk about how things have been the past couple of months. Now, I just did a little bit of an unboxing just for the B-roll to just get us started. And I picked up Sharpie pens and I picked up an A3 plain writing desk pad. One thing that I've really been working on the past week or so is actually just been doing my Q1 reflections. That's in terms of personal and trading. And one of the biggest reflections that I've had is just the fact that I need to manage projects and business and trading much better. Yes, I've been doing my brain dumps. I do that every day, but I feel like the list is just never ending. Who here, who's watching, feels like your task list is just never ending? Happy Tuesday, guys. I'm currently at the gym. Got a session with my PT, Lionel, absolute G. Oh, my pre-workout's kicking in.
There it is. What you...
You know, the beta alanine, the itchy thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Good. Focus on one point. Good. Right, look at you. Don't drop into that knee. One more. Yes! Yeah.
Good morning. I've been the worst filmer. It is now Thursday, the 30th of March. I think the last time I filmed was literally that gym session that I am now editing, and I'm like, damn, okay, let's get the camera out and actually film something. I spent the morning with Life Club on co-working a little bit, and then also just checking the market just because we've taken out previous day highs right now, which is the buy side liquidity. So here we have 50-minute euro dollar, and we're basically tapping into this 1 hour fair value gap. Yesterday we did spike it, and then we literally came back down, came back into this 1 hour bullish order block, came back up to the midpoint of this busy candle, and then went again. What I've got leveled out, because obviously price just moves level to level, is the next thing I've got pointed out is this bearish order block here, and also potential for price to either slow down, start consolidating. Could be consolidating, push up, then come down. But again, we don't know. We've also got all this sell side liquidity levels here, which is basically a magnet for price to come down at some point, for sell side liquidity areas to target. But lowest hanging fruit of what I'm looking at now, because what I did put in my forecast is, which I'll just share here. What I did put in my forecast is that we are in this sort of equilibrium level here. So kind of choppy. Price does tend to actually consolidate around the equilibrium level. It's a little bit neutral right now. So in this case today, we do have euro and dollar news, red news. Today is Thursday, all day red euro news. And then in New York Open, we've got some red news. So yeah, I'd be more inclined for price to just consolidate above here, and then we can potentially get the short. At the same time, I'm just being very cautious because of the news that's happening. So there could be high manipulation where price can absolutely spike up in this direction and then just continue to push lower here, or just completely take out all the buy side that was resting above these levels. This is why I like to drill down to the 15-minute to just kind of see how market structure is playing out, how price is moving. Once I identify these levels, I then say, okay, price moves from level to level, where could the next level target? And then I'll drill down to lower time frames to see how is price aligning to this narrative that I'm saying. Angel, good morning. Every single morning I've been having this breakfast smoothie, which my housemate has inspired me with or by. I cannot English. And it's basically protein, oats, banana, water, and almond milk or soy milk. Also, I just had like a quick call with Anna, who I think is amazing, by the way. I think she's such an awesome person, online, offline. And we were just talking about like how prayer could be the smokescreen for comfort. Sometimes prayer, as believers, we use prayer as a comfort blanket, and it was just great encouragement that I learned yesterday that, you know, we've got to step into courage, step out of our prayer closet. We can't just be stuck there, you know, for a while, for a long time. And it's like, don't let spiritual fruit rot. Serve others and feed others so that they can be nourished. So it's kind of like whatever skill or calling or purpose or vision that you have, don't let that go to waste. Don't let that rot. Feed others with that so they can also be nourished. And it's like every pain has a purpose, and it's like what a blessing it is to share that and serve other people with that. So it's just food for thought for you guys. We are currently here in the cafe, and I wanted to share sort of the reflections that I've been having for trading recently. I found that I had my breakthrough month in February, which I knew, but then it was only until I compared March to February that I realized my March was so dry. But I think that's the power of like seeing things long term, is that you don't measure yourself on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis. Really the power of like thinking long term when you're trading is to really just focus on quarter-to-quarter or month-to-month progress. I've just really been in tune and realized how everything is just so process driven when it comes to trading. Like whatever I was doing in year 1, year 2, year 3, no matter what happens externally, those foundations I've had to keep and protect. So even forecasting or documenting or doing ASR review, I still do that even in year 5, 6, 7, 8 of my trading journey. And I think that just really is, you know, like an untold thing from the trading industry, because people are so externally profitly driven, money driven, but it's like what's more impressive, I think, is just the keeping up with what got you there in the first place. Like when you become funded, you keep doing the same things that you've been doing that got you funded. But anyways, that was it. We are now driving to somewhere, and okay, bye. It is now the 1st of April. Yesterday I did take a trade. Unfortunately, I just didn't film it. This was basically the trade. I don't know, did any of you take it as well? I'll put it up on the screen. This was me when I had just entered, and I was obviously at mass. So it's basically a nice little, again, mentorship ICT 2022 model. The M15 break of market structure left behind a fair value gap. I used an OTE just to refine it. Just very simple. And then yeah, went to go pick up my grandma from the hospital, bring her home. So yeah, it's just been like a busy period, you know, in terms of trading, business, not so much YouTube, but definitely like Life Club, and putting a lot of my heart and time into that as well, and everything behind Life Club, which, you know, something that I'm really learning is to just be bold in the vision. If I can be bold in the vision, I can actually then maybe see opportunity or find people to actually help me along the way. So that's just something that I'm also working towards, and chiseling my character towards this bigger vision. All right, lighting was better here, but being bold in the vision, I think as traders, there's gonna be something other than trading, other than making money, because I think it's just such a sad life when all you do is make money, or all you have is money, right? What's the actual legacy that you're gonna leave behind? What's the thing that when you die, obviously you're not gonna take money with you or Rolexes or whatever, but what's that thing that you leave behind to the world that's actually gonna make a positive impact to other people, not just yourself? I battle with this inner critic of what society tells us is right compared to what the real calling is. And if we're in a position where we can make money, and we've actually unlocked a skill which can make a lot of money, I don't understand why people still fall to society rather than actually being good and doing good. And I think that's just something that I'd love to be bold on and be courageous and just continuously leading that. But the reason why I think of this is because I had a breakthrough month in February when I was doing my trading Q1 reflections. And look, it's not gonna get clicks, it's not gonna get the views and stuff, but I don't care, because none of this is, you know, I create videos because I wanna create videos and because I wanna share my journey and document my journey. That's never changed since 2018. Like, it's not about growing a following or whatever. People vibe with it and want to stick with it and subscribe, and that's amazing. But like, I'm very excited about this shift in my energy going into Q2, because I think we're going to do amazing things this year. I know it, I feel it, I envision it all the time, and it's going to be very cool to document that. It's also been very busy because I did have the relaunch of Life Club in February, which has been amazing. It's such a blessing to do life with people. You know, we talk about trading, we talk about family, we talk about purpose, we talk about things that we struggle on. We do things like the Monk Mode Challenge, we push ourselves, we hold each other accountable, we have weekly calls, and I think it's such an amazing group. And yeah, it's definitely like, it's nothing to do with me, but everything to do with the creator. It's just an overflowing of kind of like kingdom reality of what could happen here on earth, and I don't want to get into it now. It's very exciting. Anyway, in all realness, I'm very excited for what April has to offer, what Q2 has to offer in terms of just the market, the growth. It's going to be a big quarter, and mark my words, it's going to be amazing. And don't forget to just sit down, have some time to yourself to reflect on your progress the past 90 days, 91 days, 92 days if you're watching this on the Sunday. But yeah, it's gonna be an incredible month.